The Rangers, if the season ended today, would be in the playoffs. That's how jumbled up the American League is. The Rangers at 19-21 currently hold a playoff spot, but the hit came today. The Rangers learned that Nathan Eovaldi would not be making his start due to left side tightness. We don't know the extent of it. Hopefully it's minor, right? Hopefully, you hear this word a lot, it's a precautionary absence to make sure that the tightness doesn't get any worse. Jacob Junis is going to make the start instead. Junis has been a reliever for the Rangers, but this is a guy with more than 100 career starts at the big league level.
And if you go by opponent winning percentage, Texas has played the most difficult schedule in the majors to this point. The Diamondbacks, by the same measure, have faced the 6th hardest schedule. So both these teams can be kind of similar on similar tracks so far to start the year.
Jacob Junis, a little short notice, beginning the start today, but he's not going to be asked to throw significant innings in this either. So the Rangers will, I guess one way you could view this is almost like an opener.
There's one away, and here is Corbin Carroll, left-handed batter.
Corbin Carroll trying to dunk one into left center field, and that drops in front of Evan Carter, gets behind him. Osuna backing up, and Corbin is in, hustling to second base with a bloop double.
Thinking double all the way, even though it's a little blooper out towards left center field. Corbin always running hard.
Here's Perdomo now, back in the 3 spot.
The guy in scoring position right away. Let's see if he can knock him in.
This is headed for the right field corner off the bat of Perdomo. This will get Corbin Carroll home. Back-to-back doubles for the Diamondbacks, and they strike first here in Texas.
2 doubles, and great sign. We're talking about that top 3 getting going, and a great sign to see back-to-back extra base hits out of Carroll and Perdomo.
There are 2 outs, and Ildemaro Vargas is coming up. Arenado on deck. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on a slider, and that'll end the top of the 1st, but with an Arizona run on a pair of doubles.
Michael Soroka, an early lead. Soroka has held the opponent to 2 runs or fewer in 5 of his 7 starts this year.
I mean, he's been excellent. Really all of them, but just really that one start that he had, he's really given the team a chance to win every single time out.
Here's a 2-2, and that one is lined out to left field, and that gets down base hit. Gurriel very deep out there, and able to fire it back in to keep Nimmo to a single.
Rangers down 1-0, but have a leadoff base runner, and here comes Ezekiel Duran.
And that's up the middle. That's a base hit. Nimmo will take the turn and hold. Back-to-back singles to get us started here.
2 men on and nobody out for Corey Seager.
Just trying to get an out right now if you're pitching. Just an out.
Well, that'll get 1. Marte can't handle it. They had a chance to get 2, should have had it, but they'll settle for 1 as Nimmo gets into 3rd.
But Marte with the trouble, and now the Rangers have 2 guys in scoring position.
For their hottest hitter in the lineup, the cleanup man Josh Young, on his way to a big season, hitting .331. The OPS is up over 900.
Beautiful.
Swing and a miss, and Gabby hangs on. He did go back to that slurve, but he picks up his first strikeout.
Threw him 5 slurves and just 1 fastball in that at-bat, and I don't think Young thought he was going back to it in the full count.
Boy, he is throwing that pitch with terrific pitch shape. Additionally, Coley, he's throwing it exactly where he wants to. This might be one of those days where we just see slurve after slurve.
And that's a big strikeout to get.
This would be an enormous pickup for Michael Soroka after they couldn't turn the double play. Evan Carter bats 5th.
His 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded right to the shortstop. Perdomo fields it cleanly on an awkward bounce. He will throw to first in time. And the Rangers fail to score. They get 2 in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Doesn't matter.
So John takes the walk to open the 2nd inning.
1 on, nobody out. That'll bring up the left fielder Alejandro Osuna.
Pokes this to 3rd. Arenado for 1. Perdomo no chance to turn 2.
Dbacks happy to trade the lead runner and get it out in the process.
Always got to watch out for Jake Berger. He's had a tough start, batting 8th in this lineup, but he's got a lot of power. Osuna off and running again, swing and a miss. Here's the throw, and they got him. It's the strike him out, throw him out.
And the inning comes to a close, so the defense picking up Soroka in the 2nd. We go to the 3rd.
Junis gets us going in this 3rd inning, so Jacob back out again, works to the rookie Ryan Waldschmidt, playing just his 4th big league game. And he hits that ball pretty hard out to center field. Carter going back out near the wall, reaches up and makes that catch right as he meets the padding, 1 away.
And Junis looked down into the dugout. Nobody's coming out, so Junis going after Marte. This year, Junis, his longest outing was his 1st outing in Philadelphia, 2 shutout innings.
Little bouncer slowly down the first baseline, and Berger There's that quick little tiptoe to the bag and gets Marte. Junis on the verge of giving the Rangers 3 innings here in this start, but here comes his manager. Well, that's a pretty impressive effort, though. Junis asked to start this game with Eovaldi scratched this afternoon, and Jacob 2 2/3. Jalen Beeks is the new pitcher for the Rangers.
Beeks comes home, and Perdomo lifts one out into deep right center field, but Carter has it measured. Back into his left, he makes the running grab to get Perdomo for the final out in the inning. You know, Soroka has had one bad outing this year. The rest have been very good.
You mentioned the slurve a few times. When he's throwing it 4 strikes and for swing and miss, that's the best version of him.
1-2. Little bouncer shortstop. Perdomo right there on top of it, 1 away.
Pitch count got some help from Michael with that strike him out, throw him out to win the second after a long first.
If you take out his performance April the 30th at Milwaukee, and we know you can't do that, but if you did, he'd be 4-1 with a 2.38 ERA.
Half swing and a miss. It's a full price strikeout. The inning is over. Third strikeout for Soroka. He's had 1 in each inning. And it is indeed a 1-2-3, bottom of the third.
And there are 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. 1-0 Diamondbacks leading. Nolan Arenado coming up.
Arenado smokes that one down the left field line. Nolan's hit the ball hard twice, and he'll cruise into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, that ball was scorched. 103 off the bat, just a line shot.
1-0 the score. And see Lourdes Gurriel Jr. heading to the plate. A man at second base, 2 out.
He checks second, comes home, and Gurriel hits a high pop-up on the right side. It is Jake Berger underneath it, crossing into foul ground, and he puts it away. Gray gets him on a slider to end the inning.
Sluggish start tonight here against these Diamondbacks, and Soroka, I guess you have to give him credit.
Soroka's done a great job erasing that longer 23-pitch first inning, and more than back on track with a quick inning here.
And how about Soroka? That's a nice and tidy 1-2-3, bottom of the 4th. He has now retired 8 Rangers in a row.
And he's doing it economically now after that first inning, so he's really on top of his game.
He has been in control ever since a bumpy 23-pitch first when he gave up back-to-back singles. Still the only hits by Texas in the ball game. That one is fair. What a stop by Vargas, who scampers to the bag and beats a sliding Peterson. 9 consecutive set down by Michael Soroka.
Nice play by Vargas. He caught this ball. It was going down the line. But watch Soroka. He stopped and looked. He should have been getting over there. Vargas notices that. And now he's got to run and beat Peterson to first base.
Soroka so far has walked 1. He struck out 3.
Oh my.
The slurve gets him his 4th strikeout. That's 10 consecutive retired.
Making it look easy the last couple innings.
I think that's what's so tricky about the big leagues. You get a guy like Soroka battling injury for a while, not being able to stay healthy. And now he's back in what seems to be the form that he was looking for so long.
Berger lines it to center. Waldy's got it. Ryan Waldschmidt with a diving catch in left center. That's 11 consecutive retired by Michael Soroka.
That is going to do it for the Rangers. In the bottom of the 5th, it is all pitching and defense for the Diamondbacks in the first half of this one. Carroll, he'll lead off the 6th inning.
The 2, 3, and 4 hitters here. Puts that in the air out to right field. And that takes Nimmo back near the wall. He leaps up and makes the grab. Peyton Gray loves it. Nice play by Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo with a leaping catch went airborne, and then as he was landing hit the wall. That little pushback of the wall in right, and the 2-2 swing and a miss. Got him with the change. Gray back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. He's retired all 7 that he's faced. Michael Soroka is definitely on a roll. Hasn't given up a hit since Duran's single in the first.
He's really broken a sweat. That one is lined out into left field and drops in for a base hit. Well, there we go. I think he's on to start the last of the 6th inning.
And here's Ezekiel Duran 1 for 2.
Buckled him right there. He dropped it in. And Ezekiel Duran is rung up. 5 strikeouts for Soroka. And it was indeed that slurve.
Soroka pitching with a lot of confidence tonight. That slurve just has been untouchable. Saw the knees buckle.
And now here is Corey Seager. Swung on and a hard hit grounder to second. It's fielded cleanly by Cattell. It goes to first in time. The inning is over. 6 shutout innings turned in by Michael Soroka.
Josh Young, the hottest hitter in this lineup, leads it off. He's 0 for 2.
Brandon Garcia warming up out in the Arizona bullpen. Soroka approaching 90 pitches.
Once more for Waldy. Ryan Waldschmidt chasing it down on the warning track in front of the 4:10 mark. And the ballpark just big enough. Michael Soroka, outstanding. A 1-0 loss his last time out against Pittsburgh. Here in Texas, he leaves with a 1-0 lead.
2 men aboard, 1 out. They'd love to see Perdomo hit one on the ground.
Perdomo pokes it into left field, and they're going to have to stop Marte at third. And the Diamondbacks have loaded the bases with a 1 out.
Golden opportunity right now for the Diamondbacks with 1 out, bases juiced.
It is Jose Fernandez coming out to bat for Arizona.
Alexander's 2-2 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. He strikes out Fernandez. 2 away.
Well, that was a big one. And here comes Vargas. And Vargas hits a ground ball right to Josh Young. He takes it to the bag. 5 unassisted, ends the inning with the bases loaded. And there's a slow runner now, Berger, aboard at first. Will the Rangers run for Jake Berger here with Sam Haggerty?
And they will.
Haggerty, a guy the Rangers will send.
Got him! And they pick off the pinch runner. Haggerty down there at first. Haggerty came off the bench to run for Berger, and they just picked him off.
He was in the process of walking out to his lead when Clark spun around and threw to first and nailed him. That is an embarrassing moment for a pinch runner.
So Higashioka, the number 9 man, is the batter with the bases empty and 2 down.
Swung on, popped up into shallow right. Carroll, he is there. And that is 8 scoreless in the books.
Diamondback closer Paul Sewald is out there with a 1-0 lead.
And there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th.
Oh, the pitch inside, and it hit him.
Well, the Rangers have the tying run on base and bring the winning run to the plate.
And you know that's the last thing that Paul wanted to do, is give Young a chance. Came in hitting .331. Right center, Barossa calls off Corbin Carroll. Paul Sewald still perfect in the save department, and it's a 1-0 Diamondback win.
Boy, what a beautiful game on the pitching side of it.